Yesterday I have given one assignment, right? Phrase book inventory. So have you done?
No, actually I tried, but it won't work.
Okay. Have you checked the scenario like where it will come in picture? Have you gone through the phrase book inventory in Google and all? What information you got?
No, there I
Yes,
didn't
ma'am.
check.
In Google, it's showing that it will give all the details after freezing. After freezing the inventories.
Can you repeat it again?
Yes, ma'am. It will give every details about the inventory. It's mean total inventory.
Okay. What about others? Have you checked?
No, I am not practicing other.
What about Sukanya?
Ma'am, I have tried till I have created one material, but as I have not done the GR for material, uh, that's why, ma'am, the segregation part when we are checking in the stock list, I'm not getting that amount and the quantity. But still, I have tried with that, and I have stuck with the difference. I'm telling you, list of inventory difference. Up to that, I have done.
Okay. See, freeze book inventory. Actually, we have done yesterday for the posting block, right? What you have observed, if we check the posting blocks in block indicator while creating the physical inventory document, once we are done with, if we are trying to create the GR by using the PO number, it's showing error, right? Like we are not able to receive the goods, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if you check the freeze book inventory while creating the purchase inventory document, and then if you tried the PO and the GR, you can create the GR. Okay. But the difference is whenever, until and unless you're going to post the difference after the calculation of your materials in a physically, so it will take the system in the system quantity only. For example, what I'm telling you, while creating the physical inventory document, just imagine there is 200 quantity in a SAP. Okay. For that, I have created the physical inventory document by checking the freeze book inventory tab. Okay. And then I am doing the physical counts in the warehouse. Okay. But still have not posted any differences and still have not counted anything. Okay. Before that only somebody has received the goods by using the PO. Like just imagine 50 quantities they have received GR. Okay. That time it will not show you the error if you tick the freeze book inventory. Okay. They can receive the goods. The total how many quantities? 200 plus 50?
250.
250 quantity, right? Oh. So,
Mansa,
yeah,
can you repeat, please?
yeah, sure. Just imagine, Manish. I'll just show you in the system as well. Okay, now just imagine the scenario. The 5 more minutes, like I will 9:40 or 9:45, just log into the system because the server has some issues. Somebody is using now. Okay. So just imagine the situation. Yesterday, posting block, you understood, right, Manish?
Yes.
In the posting blocks, what we have done, while creating the physical inventory document, we have checked the posting blocks indicator. Done. Once we are done with that, whenever the other person is going to receive the goods by using the PO copy, he is getting the error message, right? He is not able to receive the goods.
Yes.
This you understood yesterday. Take the second scenario. If we check the freeze book inventory instead of posting block indicator, okay? If we check the freeze book inventory while creating the physical inventory document, once we are done with this, somebody is trying to receive the goods, he will not get the any error message. He can receive the goods. Okay, for example, while creation of the physical inventory document in the system, it's showing 200 quantities. Okay, for that I have done the freeze book in inventory and I have created the physical inventory document. This is done. Okay, still have not counted the quantity in the warehouse and still have not posted any differences. Okay, before that only somebody has received the material. I mean to say 50 quantities they have received. So 200 plus 50, 250 quantities, right? But whenever you wanted to post the difference, like whatever the counts are there in the physical, it will take the 200 quantities only. The reason here is we have freezed it. Okay, whatever the quantities are there, 200 quantities we have freezed. That's the reason it will not take the total quantity, 250 quantity. It will take the 200 quantity only whenever you're trying to post the differences. Okay, this I'll show you in the system. I'll just try to log in now. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, tell me.
how will we know that the output device number means output device?
LP01.
Okay, we will also give LP01.
Yeah, just try with that.
No, ma'am, yesterday I tried, but it's not coming.
What output device number which you have given?
LP0 means the LP0 we have given yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I have given that number only, but it was not coming. Then I have taken the screenshot from your video.
Okay, I think for the Mac and all there is something changes is there. We'll check that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just create one material. Okay. Mm, This is the material I have created. Material. Mhm. Then I'll try to create the vendor also. I can't take the existing one, but we are using the different server. That's why I'm creating from the beginning. Okay. You can take your existing one. Anyhow, you're using only the one server. Industry. See, I have the 500 quantity in my storage location. Okay. This is you consider that as an SAP. This is the book inventory. Done. So what I'll do, I'll just create the physical inventory document type by using freeze inventory now. Just take your TP10 RM00. I'll just check this box. Okay. Let's go wait. Okay, freezing of book inventory. Okay. I think they have done the settings. This is the different server. Right. Change the storage location. One second, selection and already there. Now it's not taking. Okay. Actually, there is some error is coming. Like the settings they have done. See, the thing is, see, whenever you do the freeze book entry, just you have to check this box, the normal procedure, whatever you have followed for the posting block, right? You have to follow the same thing. For example, just I'll show you for the posting block. Okay. This is posting block number. Then I'll just create the PO and I'll just email 21. Yeah. So when the you can take this sender purchase organization TP and then purchase group is TP1, then company code is H100. And then the material of the client from the TP to a quantity. And then we access and then the 105 rupees. Okay. I'll just save this. This is the PO number, right? Mention my this GR quantity 100 where then okay. See, you're getting this error, right? While you're doing the posting block.
Yes.
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 So if instead of posting block, if you check the freezing book inventory checkbox and then if you created the GR, you will not get this error message. Okay, just you can take the goods, whatever the quantities you are going to receive. For example, 100 or the 550 or the 20 quantities, you will not get any error message. You can receive the goods here. Okay, but the thing is, there is the change. For example, slash in mi 04. In MI04, what we are doing is we are going to maintain the physical quantity, right? Like for example, in the book inventory, how many quantities are there? 500 quantities, right? So I'll add 100 more quantities here. I'll just save here. Physical inventory document. The same thing, 81. Then I'll just post it here by using slash and MI20. See here, if you done the freeze book inventory, for example, if you added 100 quantities also in the GR, it will take the book inventory number only. Okay, see, quantity counted, we have done 100 quantities more. Okay, So whenever you check the freeze book inventory, it will take the 500 quantities only. If you add the 200 more quantities to the book inventory also, it will take the existing one, the 500 quantities. Okay, you can receive the goods while doing the GR. Plus example, you take 50 or the 100 more quantities, you can add to the same thing. But whenever you are posting the physical inventory counts and the physical inventory difference, you will get the whatever the quantity you have seen in the SAP system book inventory, that is nothing but the 500 quantities only you will get. The reason here is you have checked the freeze book inventory checkbox. Okay, there is some error issue there. I think by today, end of the day, all the error and whatever the enterprise structure they are checking, all the setups will be completed. Once it's done, you can try the freeze book inventory. Okay, this is the difference you will get compared to the posting block and the freeze book inventory. You can receive the goods if you check the freeze book inventory. Only the difference is under the book quantities, it will take the the before whatever the quantities you have freezed, right? For example, for a 500, the system will take the 500 quantities only, and you can add whatever the amount, whatever the more materials are there in the physically. For example, 100 or 200, you can add those material to the freezing quantities numbers. Okay, it will not take the whatever the you have received the goods, that quantity it will not add up here. Understood? You can try once it's done. Okay, Manish, understood?
Yeah, I understood.
Yeah, you can try
But
with
but the thing is, due to this lack of software using, na,
yeah,
I
it will,
cannot.
so he can't able to practice. The reason here is still the setup is not completed actually. You can't do the IR process and all. So
Yes,
I
because last 3 4 days we are stacking, and I don't know how long it will be work. And without this whole week is holiday and all, so this
yeah,
is also questions. So
today,
when today it will be
tomorrow,
okay, then we can at least complete what exactly we learned.
understood. Like yeah, I don't think it will all the setup will be completed by today. It will take one more day's time. So don't worry. So whatever the portions you have completed till that, you can send the practice sheet. The remaining portion you can practice once you come back with the holiday. Okay.
Yes.
And
but
one more.
but the thing is, the which I'm facing the issue, everybody same have a problem.
Yeah. Everybody's facing the same problem, including me. Even I'm not able to do the things. The reason is in the backend they have to do all the setup. Actually, we have changed the survey, all the server details, right? They have to do the
Yes.
all the enterprise structure and all through. They have to set up all these things. It requires some more time.
Okay.
From day before yesterday, they are setting all these things. So till PO and GR they have done. Still IR and few more things they have to set up in the backends.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll just show you one more process. Okay. See, we have you already know the return delivery step, right? But in which scenario we are doing the return delivery?
Quality issue.
Quality issue,
Quality or if if any get the damage that time, right?
damage or
Yeah. Suppose I'll just give you the scenario. Just take an example. Like I have done the GR also. Okay. For some of the 50 quantities, and I've done the payment also. Okay, I already done the payment also for the 50 quantities to the vendor. So once I done the invoice and all, then I got to know the few of the quantities are damaged. Okay, for that I need to ask the return back from the vendor. Okay, and suppose what I can tell is there is some I have received the 50 quantities in the GR. I have paid the 50 quantities price also. But once I done with the payment, then I got to know that there is some 10 quantities will be damaged, and I have to inform this to the vendor. And if possible, he will send the 10 quantities back the proper with the proper quality, or else he needs to pay the amount back for the 10 quantities price. He needs to return it. So anyone guess like which process we can do this one? I have told you like once before the invoice I have told you the steps. We can do the return delivery. by using the moment type 122, right? But just imagine the scenario. I have done the invoice also. I have done the payment also. Now, which step, like anyone guess what I need to do now? For the 10 quantities amount, vendor should be, a vendor should redo the payment. He has to return 10 quantities amount back to the company. The reason here is 10 quantities has got damaged, and this I got to know already have done the payment to the vendor. This is the scenario. Just imagine what we can do.
No, credit note will be issued.
Sorry,
Credit note will be issued.
you are almost correct. Just try. If you have observed in the invoice verification tab under the Miro tab, if you gone through all the fields, for example, in the invoice command field only, whenever we are doing the payment, you are selecting the invoice, right? There are some more fields are there. I'll just,
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Up in the so on the upside, right? Yeah.
so
Credit memo.
what we need to do?
Credit memo.
Yes. See, for this, there is some differences there, okay? For example, again, I have to create the material. This step is only once you're done with the, you already done the payment also, okay? Material record, credit memo. You can take the existing one and yes, this is the material. Material, I'll just take the existing vendor. For this, I'll do the PO now. ME21 PM. The same purchase organization. TP. And actually, in the real time, almost it will be done by the FI consultant only, but you should be know the steps, like where exactly we have to follow the procedure. Okay. In real time, it will be done by the almost FI team only. So I've ordered 50 quantities. And then this like adjustment in rupees. I have done the PO also. Just yeah. So I'll do the GR now. The PO. I have received the 150 quantities also. The storage location is RM00. Item okay, and then check. See, before the invoice post, what you have to do, once you're done with the GR, then only you can do the goods return delivery, right? This you should know. Once still we have not done the payment, that time only you can do the return delivery. Just imagine you have done the payment also. Okay, I'll just do the Miro performance now. Okay, I've done the baseline. See, I've done the invoice also now. So now I got to know that like 10 more quantities are damaged here. Okay, for that I need to ask the money from the vendor. Okay, Sukanya, I told credit memo steps, right? So after invoice verification only, do I need to do the credit memo, or do you have any idea?
Ma'am, after the invoice processing, credit memo will be issued.
Okay, just see in the purchase order history. For 150 quantities, we have done the payment, right? See, the difference is you have done the invoice, you've done the payment also. Now, what happens? You don't have any document number or anything, okay? But you have the vendor number, and for the which material you have for the which material the product has got damaged. That only should that you have it, but you forgot all the material document number. So what you have to do is just slash o me 21 yen. Under the PO, I have shown you one checkbox, right? Just take the vendor. You have to do first the return PO. Okay. TP and TP1. This is H100. For this material, you have to do the return PO first. For how many quantities you are going to return? For example, under 150 quantities, 50 quantities are got damaged. For this, you are asking the money to the vendor. Okay. Like price. Okay. PO quantities 50. See this. I showed you one checkbox, right? Here. Return item.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you have to check this box. Once you check this box, order quantity. 50 quantities, you are going to return to the vendor. You are asking the money. Okay. This is return PO number. Just take this number, return PO. Okay. Then you have to follow the same process. I go the normal for the return PO. This is your return PO number. For how many quantities? For 50 quantities, you are going to do the return. RM 00. Okay, this is the material document number. See, now you have to perform the invoice verification. See, before that, check in the purchase order history. Give me 23 yen. See, we have paid the 250 quantities. Here it's showing the 50 minus, right? 161 moment type. Anybody observed here moment type? Which moment type I got whenever I'm doing the GR with respect to the return PO? See here, which moment type it is?
161.
160.
161.
For the return PO, I'm doing the GR. For other reason, you're getting the 161. Just go here, and if you're not aware about the moment types, here you will be getting all the moment types. Okay, see here. Returns for purchase order. You can see this, right? The moment type. So I'm
Yes.
returning the material for the return purchase order. That's why you're getting the 161 moment type. Okay. For the 250 quantities, you're going to return 50. Sorry, for the 150 quantities, you're going to return the 50 quantities. That's why you got the 250 here. So for now, what I do in the Miro step, you have to change here credit memo. Okay. Enter valid date. Give the return PO number here. See, for the 50 quantities, you are asking the 250 rupees money from the vendor. Mention this 250. Okay, only for 50 quantities got damaged. I have done the invoice also. For that reason, I have done the return PO. Once I done with the return PO, in the GR, you have to do the goods receipt with respect to the return PO. That time you will be getting the 161 movement type. And then once you're done with that, in the invoice copy, you have to check the credit memo tab. And then you have to mention the return PO number here. Once you mention the return PO, for how much quantities you are asking the money from the vendor. For the 50 quantities, you are asking the 250 rupees money. Okay, just the normal procedure. Once you're done with, just save the document. See, this is the credit memo document number. In the real time, it will be performed by the FI consultant, but you should be aware what and all the steps they are following. Okay, and come back and observe in the ME23 and the same thing you will get. Purchase order is see, have done the credit memo for this, for the 50 quantities 250, right? See you. This is 161 movement type. Why you are getting 161 movement type?
Return.
Yeah. With respect to the return PO, we have done the GR. That's why you're getting
Yeah.
the 61 movement type. Okay. What about the standard movement type whenever you're receiving the goods?
101.
Yes.
101.
Okay. Before invoice, I have done the return delivery to the vendor. That time, which movement type you will get? Before invoice, we have done the return delivery. I want the moment.
102.
No. Before invoice copy, before doing the payment to the vendor, I have done the return delivery to the vendor.
712 or 701.
701, 70, that and all comes in the physical inventory. These are the normal GR process. Sukanya, actually I have given one homework also for the cancellation of the return document. Before that, we have done this.
1 to 3.
123, that is for the cancellation of the return delivery document. I'm asking only the return delivery. Almost you're there. 122 moment type, right?
Yeah, 122.
Yes, 122. Whenever we are going to return the material to the vendor before paying, that is before invoice, only we are going to return the material. That time you will get the 122. So if you want to cancel that return delivery document, that time you will get the 123 moment type. Okay. This I have given the homework also. So 161 you can note down here. This is the credit memo step. You should be aware, but in real time you are not performing this. Okay. This is done by the FI team. Done. And two more steps are there. Just I'll give you the overall view. That's all. The reason here is you're not going to perform. If you wanted to see in the system, you can try. One or two more steps are there. Just I'll write down here. Credit memo, just I'll write down, okay? We'll forget it. Credit memo. What I've done first step, material master. Second step, vendor master. Third step, PO. Next step
PO.
is fourth step.
Return to PO. Return to PO.
We have done the GR, right? For example, I'll just give the 100 quantities have done, sorry, 150 quantities have done the PO, and then GR also 150 quantities. For this, I have done the payment also. Okay. Payment done. This I'll just give you the scenario also. Suppose we have done the PO for 150 quantity, but due to some reason 50 quantity gets damaged. This is because of vendor mistake. Okay. This is because of vendor mistake. So fifty damage. Okay. Because of vendor mistake. For this, we had already done the payment. Okay. Done the, so this we have already done the payment. So the company is asking in the 50 quantity return 50 quantity amount from vendor. This is the scenario. This is the credit note. First, we have done the material master, vendor master, PO 150 quantity. We have received the GR also for the 150 quantities, and we have done the invoice also for this payment done. Okay. Sixth step, what we have to do is we have to return the PO. Return PO. Here, check the return indicator box. The return PO, you have to check the return indicator box. Okay. Once you're done with this, do the GR with respect to the return PO, and you will get the, which moment type you will get?
161.
151 moment type you will get. Then go back again, higher process. Here you have to select instead of invoice, you have to select credit memo. Here GR with respect to, so return PO. This is for 50 quantities. For example, 50 quantity you're asking the money. Okay. Return PO for 50 quantity. GR with respect to the return PO, all the details it will take. In the credit memo, you're asking the 50 quantities price. So you have to mention only the price, that's all. 50 quantities price. This is the steps for the credit memo. You should be aware, but in real time it will be performed by the FI team. Done. Manish, done.
Yes.
See, two more scenarios I'll give. Okay. You have observed in the invoice. My We have done the invoice, we have done the credit memo. Two more steps are subsequent debit and subsequent credit. Can anyone guess where we can use the subsequent debit and subsequent credit?
And subcontracting?
Yeah, that also done. We'll be having the in the subcontracted process we'll do, but in the IR process also we can do in the some scenarios. For example, in the credit memo, what happened? Company is asking the money from the vendor. The reason is we have paid the money due to some mistakes of the damaged products. If the vendor is not going to deliver the same materials with the proper qualities, we are asking the money from the vendor. So vendor is paying the money back to company. That's why we are doing the credit memo, right? For example, just imagine in some time of the scenario what will happen due to market fluctuation or any losses, vendor request extra money from the company. Okay, that time which step you are going to follow, subsequent debit or subsequent credit?
Debit.
Yes.
Credit.
No, subsequent debit. The reason is due to some market fluctuation or due to some losses, vendor is asking the money from the extra money, not the whatever the PO price, whatever we are maintaining. Apart from that, is asking the extra money. We need to pay that money to the vendor. That time you have to do the subsequent debit. The normal procedure you have to follow till the invoice verification. Once you're done with the invoice, again what you have to do is you have to come again to the Miro and then you have to do the subsequent debit and whatever the remaining price we need to pay to the vendor, right? For example, 50 rupees or the 100 rupees for the one quantity is extra money, you have to mention that particular amount there. That's all. Okay, this is one scenario. And one more scenario I'll give, the subsequent credit. In this case, what happened? Company requests money from the vendor, which is paid excess. Okay, instead of 100 rupees I have paid 150 rupees to the vendor. Okay, that time you have to do the subsequent credit. What is the difference between credit memo and the subsequent credit?
Credit
Here,
memo comes in the picture when there is a material, it has damage or quality issue, then we can generate credit memo.
hmm,
While subsequent credit is like we have mentioned wrongly
yes,
amount in the invoice or invoice verification. That time we
yes.
can return back the money from vendor.
Yes, that's why you're doing the subsequent credit. This you should understand, right? You should be aware about what is credit memo, what is subsequent debit, and what is subsequent credit. Okay, but in a real time, you are not going to perform. Consultant is not going to perform, but you should be aware about what is credit memo, what is subsequent debit, and what is subsequent credit. Okay, this we have covered.
Rest
Okay, we
rest
and this finally one. This will be done by the upcoming classes if it's required. Okay, till here we have done. And
only invoice we can do consultant.
sorry.
Only invoice we can do.
Actually, invoice also will be done by the FI consultant only. Okay, all the payment process and all the invoice verification and everything will be done by the FI consultant only. But you should be aware.
Okay.
Okay? All the payment related to payment related part completely to the vendor is be done by the FI consultant, not from the MM.
IR also doing like consultant or FA consultant, sir.
Sorry,
Invoice receipt.
that's what I'm telling. See, you should be aware about all the process, but in a real time, invoice and everything will be done by the FI team.
Okay.
The payment related, whatever payment related will come into picture, right? All will be done by the FI team only, not from us. If you want, see, and you will not get access also sometimes to do the invoice verification. You're not going to do the IR and all, but you should aware about the process. And one more thing I have to tell you, for all the different business process, what we are going to learn here, right? From the material master to till the subcontracting consignment and the pipeline, for all those things you will not get the access. Okay, only for few of the, like already I mentioned you, in a real time you will be stuck with the only particular fields. For example, vendor master or the PR or the purchase organization, only you will be having the access to only for those parts. You are not going to perform all the business processes required. Okay, only in the implementation project you have to configure all those things. There also there will be a bifurcation. Okay, but you should be aware about all the business process, how it will run in the real time. Okay, if you are getting any error, for example, invoice related or anything error you are getting, you should be aware about the process, right? Where the user is exactly he's facing the problem. That's the reason you should be aware. But you are not going to perform all the business process.
Okay.
So subsequent debit and subsequent credit, I have given you the scenario. If you want, I will write down here. Credit memo I have shown. Subsequent debit, subsequent credit, till it's the same process. Once you're done with the invoice verification, instead of the go back again to the Miro, instead of invoice, select the subsequent debit or subsequent credit in the different scenario. Okay, you can try. Here, just I'll write down subsequent debit. Subsequent. In this case, vendor request extra money from company due to some losses because of market fluctuation. Okay, this is subsequent debit. And then subsequent credit. In this case, company request money from the vendor. Company request money from vendor, which is paid as excess due to some mistake. Okay.
And also here one doubt, like subsequent debit.
Yeah.
In this case, you're telling like extra money come due to some losses because of the market fluctuation. Once vendor is sending the goods, the time only like some particular rate will be there, right? For each material.
Yeah.
That time only company will pay to particular vendor.
Yeah.
Okay, again, like if raw materials will be fluctuation will happen. Okay, today some price is there like 100 rupees. Tomorrow like to 150 based on the market situation. Okay, once the material was paid to vendor, seller, like company, how they will ask again, this is the situation and all. In normal business scenario, it will not work out, right?
See, just imagine, for example, in the PO, I have mentioned 100 quantities for 5 rupees. Okay.
Okay.
In the materials to I have meant, see, in the moving average price, if you have maintained okay, or else we have to do the agreement also with the vendor. Okay. So, for example, I am buying the material for the future purpose after 15 days, but I am sending the PO today only. Okay. For the whatever the market price is there today, I am sending the PO today itself. Okay. I will make the agreement for this, whatever the price is there as of today. But I'm receiving the material after 15 days or the after 20 days. That time, based on the agreement, he has to deliver the material with the same price. Just imagine I have not make any agreement. What will happen that time? He needs to ask the money extra, right?
Yes, you will do
Yes.
Yes. See, we can do that. What we can do is we can make the agreement. For example, I am buying the material after 1 week, or of suppose example you can take after 1 month. I am buying the material from the vendor. So in my mind, what will happen if the suppose the material price if increase, what we can do? So that time, what I'll do, I'll just make the agreement with you. Okay, whatever the market price is there. For example, for one quantities, if 50 rupees is there, I'll just make the agreement to this 50 rupees. Okay. For example, after 1 month also, if the price increases, vendor has to deliver the quantity with the same price only, 50 quantity. The reason here is he has agreed for the agreement. For example, say take the second scenario, we have not make any agreement. Okay. That time there is a chances of asking the money, right, from the vendor side.
Yes, yes. There
If,
is a chances.
yeah, if the prices increase, there is a chances. That time we can follow this step.
Okay.
This is
Actually, why I raise the question means
Hmm.
if I buy any product in like Flipkart or Amazon, today price is like some like 100 or 150.
Hmm.
Okay, we have booked that one.
Hmm.
After like 2 3 days, the price may increase or price may decrease. Even the fifth card person, we need they need to deliver the whatever we have quoted that day price, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The same situation will happen in a real time also. I give an example, right? Agreement.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I just agreed the price for that. If its price increases also, price decreases also, yeah, we have to give the same price, 50 rupees only. If the price increases also, he will not ask. The reason here is he already agreed for the same amount, right?
Yeah. Based on the situation only, the scenarios will come,
Yes,
right?
yes,
The vendor is just asking. After that only, this discussion will happen with
yes,
company and vendor.
yes.
But,
These are all the scenario based questions, okay? Just in the real time, if it happens, what you have to do, that you should be aware.
okay, got it.
Yes, you can try once the server is all the issues has got resolved. Now you can try the subsequent debit and credit, but you are not going to perform this. Okay, but you should be aware in which scenario these issues and will come and what and all the performance you have they have to do. Okay, whenever you get the, for example, in the support project, you will be getting the tickets, right? Whatever the issue the end users are facing or whatever the users are facing, that time if the user is facing some issues regarding the invoice related, if you're not aware about the process or else if you're not aware about this subsequent debit and credit memo, how you will give the solution to the end users, right? For that reason, you should be aware about all the business process. Done?
Yes, Manish.
Any doubt till here? I thought of starting for the subcontracting process. The reason here is we need 2 to 3 classes for the subcontracting process. Okay, it is the big topic. If I started today, it will be almost 1 week gap is there. That's the reason I have taken few of the topics. Credit memo, subsequent debit and credit. Okay. Is any doubt till here? Server issue will resolve by today itself. Whatever the settings they have to do, like they are doing the setup process. If possible, it will be clear by today itself or else tomorrow. Okay. Manish and Monica, once you're back with the holidays, then you can try. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mansa,
Yes.
this stock transfer and transfer posting is same.
I think it is stock transfer and the transfer posting.
Yes.
In which scenario you are asking? Transfer posting is different, right?
Transfer posting, yeah. When the company is not working like the and we have to just send all the material to the another location. That time we are using the second method for the transfer posting.
Yeah.
And same way we can just stock transfer all the stock.
Yes,
In,
STO stock transfer order, that is a different business process where we are transferring the material from the one plant to the another plant. Within the same company code or else within the different company code, that is the STO process is different.
okay.
Stock transfer order.
Like this bank transfer means like storage locations only, right?
Not to the plant to the plant.
Okay.
From plant to the plant, or else within the same company code, we are transferring the material from one plant to the other plant, or else with the different company codes, we are transferring the material from the one plant to other plant. There are different processes there. Okay, intra STO process, inter STO process. Intra STO process is nothing but within the same company code, we are transferring from the one plant to the other plant. It is called a intra STO process. Okay, intra. Inter is nothing but with a different company code, we are transferring the material from one company code to other company code, the material we are transferring. That is inter STO process. There we have to do some backend setting and all those things. Okay. Stock transfer order, we will learn that. Transfer posting is nothing but only the stock type will change and then only in the storage location within the same plant only from one storage to other storage. With movement of the physical goods or without the physical goods also possible in the transfer posting. Okay, don't confuse with the stock transfer order. STO process is different.
Okay.
Manish, do you have any questions?
No.
Yes. So apart from this, if you have any questions, you can ask. Srinivas?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, this
before doing
return delivery for vendor is performing by us now. Then why we are not able to perform this invoice and all this?
See, invoice and all, it's related to the payment, right? That's what I'm
Return
telling.
delivery for vendor also.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. In the real time, it may differ, okay? GR process also, invoice process also, PO process also, you will be not performing all the process there, okay? Specific process are there, only related to those things. There will be a separate departments are also there, but you should be aware about all the things as an SAP consultant, okay? But in the real time, you are not, all the process is not done by yourself. There will be a separate department also. For example, for the goods receipt also, there will be a separate department. And I have to tell one more thing. Whatever the tax related issues are coming, right? For example, GST and all, there is a separate department for tax. Whatever in the PO or is in the GR or the invoice verification, whatever the tax we are going to pay to the vendor, whatever the tax they are going to maintain, one specific department will be there. That department will function is only to take care of the tax purpose, okay? There are different departments is there in the organization related to the specific fields, but you should be aware about all the process in the SAP, like from the beginning to the end, what and all different business process will appear in the SAP related to the consultant, okay?
It is normal for all companies, or like company to company it varies.
it, it's like, see, few of the companies will follow some of the protocol, okay? For example, what they are doing is their function is only to do the, it depends on the projects again. For example, if they are taking the support project or the implementation project, what happened related to the specification. For example, they wanted to do only for the GR process, only for the IR process. For example, Infosys is handling one project. That project is related to whatever the errors or issues is coming only related to the GR process. They have to do only that process. I'm just giving you the example. It's completely depends on the project, which project you will get. But in the implementation project, you have to configure all these things when it comes to the implementation project. Configuration part you have to do.
Configuration mean like end to end, or
Not end to end completely. You will get like only few of the parts you will get. Material master, like I have told you, like material type, industry sector,
yes,
then the
yes,
group. You will be not providing all the configuration. Again, there is an
based on the requirements, right?
yes, based on the requirement. So many consultant will be there, and they will be having the different projects also. In particularly one project, they wanted to configure only for the material master things. Then again, you have to do only related to the material master, whatever the material types the business required, and the material group and the number ranges, and then the specific fields like the screen field setting I told you, and then the industry sector. You have to perform only those things when it comes to the project. They will give you the KT and all, okay? You don't worry. So what and all, they are following the procedure in their company, like which project they are working, what and all the standards they have to maintain, everything they will give you the KT. So you have to follow that and you have to do it. This implementation project you will get only after 3 to 4 years experience. That time only you will be getting the implementation project. In the beginning, nobody will give you the implementation project. Only the support project you will get. Under the support project also, you should be aware about all the business process. The reason here is end user may ask any error in the real time. It may be a IR, it may be a GR, it may be a PO, it may be a PR. If you're not aware about the business process, how you will give the solution to the end users, right?
Yes.
That's why learn all the process. For example, whenever you're practicing in the GR or the IR only, see, yesterday Manish has doing the IR process and all, he's getting the errors. The reason here is backend we are doing the setup process. That's why he's getting the errors. The same thing will happen in the real time. If the end user is performing the PR or the PO activities, if he's not able to create the PR copy or the PO copy, you should be aware, right, where exactly the end user is facing the problem. That's why you have to learn all the process.
Mansa, what exactly concept it will do? They are like implementing our configurations, or they need to do GR. We need to enter all details. Those things will do end user, right?
See, it's, again, I told you like end user's work is, see, one second. Sukanya is already working as an end user.
Okay.
Okay. Sukanya,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, can you explain the process?
Yeah, I can explain you. I'm working in a procurement department in a P2P domain. Okay. What I do, I can raise requisition.
Hmm.
Okay. All the things they will provide in ServiceNow or the ticketing tool, where I can put all the things and I can raise the requisition. First step is this. It is called as SOBO, which is told as shop on behalf of requester. On behalf of requester, I'm raising the requisition. After that, what happens? After creating that requisition, it will have a approval flow. Okay, and in that approval flow, it will go to the another team, which I can also do. That is approving that requisition.
Yes.
There are certain steps and there are certain conditions as per the value of that requisition, but I can approve that requisition with certain checkpoints. After approving the requisition, then it comes the PO will generate, right? Then after raising the after PO generate creation, we can also approve that PO as per the standard guidelines or the rules. There also we have certain points and certain rules that below 10,000, if the value of that purchase order, the requisition is below 10,000, what we can do. And if it is goes above 20,000, 20K, then we have to follow certain things. Then if it goes above 100K, then we have to follow certain guidelines. So there is step by step, there are certain things which we have to follow. After approving after approving the PO, now it comes about the GR. So what happens in the PO? We can it is told as a query management team. First comes SOBO, then comes the transaction procurement team who can approve the requisition as well as PO. Then after it comes that the GR part. Okay, and where in the PO we can see that how much amount has been received. Sorry, ma'am.
Yes, yes, you can continue.
Yeah, how much amount has been received, how much amount has been in a approved invoice, and and how much amount is there for the pending invoice. If there is a pending invoice, we can receive that pending invoice. And if there is a mismatch in the GR and the IR, means the approved invoice and the GR and the pending invoice, that scenario we can also receive. There are certain things which I have to show, and by this we can receive the pending invoice, and after receiving that invoice, it will go to the invoice processing team. That we are not going to do up to this. We can do the receiving part. We can close that PO. We can cancel that PO. If that PO is not working, if the requester is telling me that please cancel this PO, we can cancel the PO, but we can't cancel any invoice, or we can't receive any credit memo. Means if there is any credit memo, then we can't receive that credit invoice, means credit note also. We can only receive the pending invoice amount. So there are certain means extra additional work is also there, but this is the clear picture which I can tell you. Means this is the first step which we can do.
Understood, Harish. See, in a real time, the reason so many departments are there. So, Konya, are you going to do all the things whichever all the departments are doing?
No, ma'am. That's why I'm telling you that I can only do the procurement part. I can only receive the invoice, but in processing the invoice, approving the credit memo, and all those, there are separate team which is known as the invoice processing team. They can only do. And certain requesters who tells me like this, I'm telling you this scenario within this 2-3 days before it has came, that the requester is telling me that this is the There is one invoice. Okay, there is one PO which needs to be receipted, but it can't be receipted because the invoice has not been processed or it has not been approved in the system. I work in a Coupa software, so it has not been processed in the system. So there I am seeing only zeros are there. I can't receive that pending invoice. So she is asking me, yeah, this will come in this budget, means this financial year, or it will come the previous. I can't tell because I'm not from the payment team. I am from the procurement team. So that time I have to tell, please contact to that payment team or raise a ticket, or I can give you the contact person whom you can contact and you can know that it will come in this budget financial year or the previous one. So I can tell only that if you can if you can give, you can submit the invoice from the supplier. We can tell another team to process that in the system so that I can receive that pending invoice which is left. As per that, the payment can be done.
Yes, Harish.
Like as per my understanding, Sukanya's work starts with RFQ and end with IR, invoice receipts, or just Sukanya is raising only RFQ.
RFQ is a different thing. Yeah,
Okay.
earlier we used to do the
Like
bidding and
PR, purchase requisition.
PR. Yeah, correct. PR means I can raise the PR. I can receive that PR, means that invoice. It will come in the pending invoice. But earlier we used to do the RFQ and all those things, and that was like an end user type. I'm not going to be with the vendors and all those. But we had means different scenarios and we had a different activities for that. It was earlier. But what I used to do for the sourcing part, that they used to provide us the material sheet, like a practice sheet, where all the details of the vendors are given, their price, their date of delivery, everything is to give. We just have to upload in the system. Then within the event, there is a time event. Okay, so this from 1st to 10th, within 10 there will be a bidding. As per that, shortlisted will be done and we can pull out the report event as per the event means the calendar. So that was a different scenario I used to do. But if you tell the general activities, that I can raise the PO, I can raise the requisition, I can approve that requisition. After that, PO will come, I can approve that PO. After that, I can receive that pending, means after that, invoice should be processed in the system. Unless and until I can't receive, I can receive that invoice, and rest the things will be done for them and will done the separate department.
Okay, sir. Understood.
This is exactly Sukanya is working. Okay, she got the PR and the PO performance, but when it goes to the real time, you will be performing with the different departments. Either you're performing in the PIR or the vendor master. Okay, why I have given you the real time example here is Sukanya is already working for the PR and the PO process. Whether she is working for the vendor master and the material master, Sukanya,
No, ma'am. For that, there is separate team for the vendor master.
she is performing only for the purchase requisition and the purchase order. She can raise the PR, she can receive it, and she can raise the PO and she can receive it. When it comes to the invoice, vendor master and the material master, she is not going to perform. The reason here is there is separate departments are there for that. Okay, this is what exactly will happen in a real time. You will be stuck with that only 2 to 3 things. That's all. Like how Sukanya is working only for the PR and PO, you may get only the PIR and the PR like that.
Like I'm seeing some job openings related to P2P. The exactly same thing will be there, right? So that is a different department.
Yes.
What exactly Sukanya is doing?
Yes, she's just an example of which she is working as given. Okay, in the LinkedIn, whatever the example you are getting, the job description and all, that is related to their requirement, what exactly they want it. Okay,
Okay.
but you should be aware about all the business process. You don't know like which project you will get, and you don't know which in field you are going to work, like either in a PR, PO, or else the subcontracting process. You are not aware about those things. Like once you get the project, only when you get into the project, that time only you'll get to know like what exactly you have to perform. Till until unless you will be aware about all the business process.
Yes.
Yes. Any questions apart from this?
Ma'am,
Yes.
when you are doing the the physical inventory part,
Hmm.
have to complete all the steps. Means all the means first we have to do the material master, then the vendor, then the GR, IR. Then only we can do the physical entry, right?
Physical inventory, it's not mandatory to do the invoice verification and all those things. Okay, so whenever the materials are there in your inventory, okay, somebody already done the GR process. Like when the your inventory, when your inventory will increase, right? If you already have the materials in your inventory, you have to perform the physical inventory. Okay, here, so you can perform till GR. Okay, but in a real time, whenever they want to do the physical inventory process, they will just take the material number. Okay, and for which plant, for which storage location they are going to perform the physical inventory, just they will take that. But here you have to perform till GR.
Yes,
The
that
reason here is you have to receive the material to your inventory for particular storage location for particular your plant. Okay, but in real time, for which storage location you are going to count the material under which plant, that time you should be aware about the plant, storage location, and which material you are going to count. That you should be aware. Only those three parts.
okay, ma'am. Actually, yesterday I have created only the material. I have not done the vendor and GR. That's why it's not coming, and the quantities also they are not showing me.
Yes, you do till GR and then perform the physical inventory process. Okay. Yes. Any questions? Manish, Harish, Neha, Srinivas, Monica.
Ma'am, I want to tell one thing. Harish or anyone, if you're facing any, if you want to know the process and what I am doing, if you want to know, you can just connect me. No issue. I can explain everything.
Definitely, Shikha.
Yeah.
You are using SAP only or any other
No,
ERP?
no, no. I only do in the Cooper system, Cooper is ERP software.
Okay.
I use S4HANA to check the purchase order status, which RAM shows now the purchase order history. I can only see that, and I have to know the status of that. Before that, I can't cancel any PO. We have certain guidelines we have to follow. So I can see that purchase order history. Now I came to know about the moment terms, because we can only see the 101 and 102. If I void or if I can means a void means I am just reversing the amount, okay, from the receipt. So then I can see the moment terms 102. That only thing I can only see, but rest I can't see. I mean, I don't work in SAP. That's why I'm learning from them only.
See, in real time, that's what I'm telling in the beginning. You will not get access to all the departments and you will not get access to all these things. Okay. Either you can see the whatever the purchase order history and you will be not get the access to perform the GR or IR also. Okay. There is some specific there. And last Sukanya told, like Sukanya, she is working only for the PR and the PO, and she can able to see only the purchase order history in the S4 HANA. Apart from that, she is not going to do any work in the procurement process, right? The same thing will happen in a real time with the different projects. Like how, which project you will get in a real time, it's completely depends on that particular project. The same thing, whatever Sukanya is following, you will not get the same things. Okay, it's completely depends on the which project you will get in a real time. Harish, any doubt?
No, months.
Manish,
No, I don't have.
Sneha, Monica, Srinivas.
No, nothing.
Sukanya?
No. If I face any problem, I will come.
Yeah, I think IR and you will get the errors and issues.
Yes, ma'am. That also I got. Means I have taken TP10, but still I am getting that message and all those things. But I will try to complete within this. Means I will try to practice this weekend, and I will connect with you.
Okay. And submit the practice sheet, okay, till which topic you have covered, all of you, like submit those topics only.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
I will submit today only. Means
The
whatever.
previous data is not
What, Srinivas?
the previous data is not showing in the SAP that we have created a plan,
Yeah, that's
storage
what
location.
you have texted in the group, like whatever the data you have done in the previous, it's all wiped out.
Okay, it will come again or
No.
okay,
Will not come.
okay.
The standard thing, we are doing the setup process for that, so it takes some more time. So whatever the practice you have done, like you have created vendor master, material master, PO or PR, like that. If you are trying to take the reference of the same vendor and the PR, the data already wiped out. You can't able to access. Okay, you have
Yes,
to create once again vendor master, PO, PR, and everything.
Mansa,
Yeah.
then now we are able to practice the number ranges easily, right?
Yeah. Anyhow, it's all wiped out and we are creating again, right? You will get the number ranges and all you can practice.
I mean, like
Mansa, you
previously
can
there
present.
is every time overlapping, but now we can practice easily without overlapping.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Harish, you're
Mansa, like we can use like default that one, right? Company code and
yeah, company code, purchase organization, plant, purchase, whatever I have given, it's a default. Okay. Still,
Okay.
we are doing the setup process. I think today it will take time for whatever the errors you're getting for the invoice verification and all. We will just do that process. Okay. Once it's completed, whatever the standard things you're using before, the same thing you have to follow. But
like
only
like
change.
material vendor P2P, everything will take from there only.
Yes, you can take from there only. But the only thing is you have created the material vendor purchase acquisition PO before, right? If you're
Yes.
trying to take the same material or the same PO, same vendor, the data will be not there. That's all. You can perform from the beginning. Take
Okay.
standard. If you don't have any questions, we can wind up for today. So we'll connect after 1 week. Till that time, who are free, you can practice. Who are going for holiday, enjoy the holidays. Okay. Advance happy and happy Ramzan.
Happy Ugadi.
We will have a class on next Monday, right?
Sorry, yeah, after 1 week.
After 1 week, na?
Just I'll put the message in a group today. Okay.
Happy Ugadi to all of you and happy Ramzan.
Happy Ugadi, Mansa. Thank you.
Yeah.
Happy Ugadi and happy Ramzan, all of you.
Yeah, happy Ugadi. Connecting again.
Thank you.
15th, we are connecting again. Today is 5th. So complete 1 week holiday. So 15th, we are connecting again.
Okay.
So
Okay.
6th to 14th.
Ma'am,
Yes, Srinivas.
Mansa, you will be available?
now
Yeah, I will be available.
Okay.
If you have any doubts, you can text.
That's good.
Srinivas, yes, you're telling something.
how is the market situation now, ma'am, for freshers? Are they going to recruit the freshers?
Just 1 second, Srinivas. I'll just stop.